You know the saying, there's no I in teamwork? There's also no I in culture. But there is a you. Two U's, in fact. And, coincidentally, it's you who has the power to transform your workplace culture with steady and intentional work. But what does cultural transformation actually look like in practice? And how do you get started? Here's everything you need to know to take cultural transformation from concept to reality at your organization. Transforming your work culture starts by understanding the benefits to both your people and to the organization as a whole, which will inspire everyone to put effort into the process. Some common benefits include building a better work culture. A good company culture is one where employees trust each other and leadership. They also cooperate to meet common goals and feel that their company values them. Ask yourself, does this describe your company? Increased employee satisfaction. A transformed company culture ultimately creates a more inclusive environment for everyone. By extension, this increases employee satisfaction and happiness, which ultimately feeds back into a better work culture. Boosting productivity. Happy employees are productive employees. They're two sides of the same coin. And one of the best ways to boost productivity is simple. Recognize employees for who they are and what they bring to the table. But understanding the benefits of cultural transformation only gets you so far. The key is to start actioning on building and scaling transformation across the organization. You can start by understanding your current company culture. To make real, meaningful changes, you need to take a good hard look at what cultural challenges you face. But you won't know what you need to change unless you ask your employees. Don't make the mistake of assuming you understand what your culture is lacking. Some great ways of doing this are surveying employees, conducting focus groups, and meeting with team leads, who often have a finger on the pulse of the culture in a way that upper management may not. Getting leadership involved. While listening to your employees is a great place to start to understand company culture, it's important to involve leadership at the onset as well. After all, the leadership team will be at the center of any transformation. Get leadership buy-in by getting them to envision and communicate what an ideal state looks like. Try asking them, how can our culture mirror our company values? What kind of culture would we like to see? What kind would we want to eliminate? Building a strategy to track progress. With input on what needs to change to drive cultural transformation and buy-in from leadership, the next step is to build the strategy that will get you there. There are many ways to go about this, depending on your organizational structure and the unique needs of your company. But what's important is to have a task force or team dedicated to putting pen to paper. Start with a limited but achievable number of goals that are each clear, actionable, and can be measured. Your task force should schedule recurring meetings to track progress against each goal. Keeping employees involved. As your company's cultural transformation unfolds, be sure to make space for employees to provide feedback on the process. Keep them informed as to what's changing and why, through active engagement with the process. The key is to have transparency. Equally, if not more important, make sure to provide employees with opportunities to contribute to the transformation. This could mean involving select employees across all fields in the transformation task force, holding feedback sessions, or any number of other ways to get them engaged. What's important is to make sure employees are feeling seen and heard, as they're at the very center of your culture. Cultural transformation can be a long and arduous process, but it doesn't have to be. When done right, with careful thought and active planning and participation across all fronts, it ignites a culture where employees and businesses thrive.